Warmly welcome to the Sakmo English Club channel, a wonderful place for improving your knowledge through English. I'm Quỳnh Anh. Today we will discover the international integration of Vietnam with SEACAR, ASEM, and UNICEF. Vietnam now has diplomatic relationships with 189 of the 193 UN member states and has established strategy and comprehensive partnerships with 30 other nations. One may say that multilateral diplomacy is a positive point of diplomatic activities in a time of innovation. What accomplishments has Vietnam made possible through its effective diplomatic approach? Learn about several international organizations that have connections to Vietnam and the advantages Vietnam has received from its membership in them with SMEC. 1. The Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, SEACAR. SEACAR was founded on October 5, 1992, at the rostrum of the United Nations General Assembly's 47th session to establish an Asia Open Forum to solve critical issues in the region and develop cooperation among member countries. SEACAR has 26 member countries and 8 observer countries: the United Nations (UN), the Organizations for Security and Cooperation in Europe (OSCE), the League of Arab States, and the Parliamentary Assembly of Turkic-speaking countries all have observer status (TURCPER). Vietnam became an official member of SEACAR, which has significant meaning for both Vietnam and SEACAR. It demonstrates Vietnam's responsible spirit and positive contribution to regional problems such as security, peace, cooperation, and development. At the same time, Vietnam has the opportunity to expand dialogue and contact with SEACAR members that is perfectly compatible with Vietnam's foreign policy of independence, self-sufficiency, diversification, and multilateralism in international relations. 2. The Asia-Europe Meeting, ASEM. ASEM was formally established in March 1996 with Asians' enthusiastic support. It is a non-official dialogue forum for ASEM members, Principate, and heads of government. It currently has 45 member countries and has significant global influence. ASEM evolved into a critical framework for dialogue and inter-regional cooperation, providing new motivation for comprehensive cooperation between Asia and Europe, as well as bilateral cooperation among members based on equality, mutual respect, and win-win cooperation. By becoming an equal member of ASEM, Vietnam has the opportunity to jointly develop the common rules for the entire region of Asia and Europe for peace, stability, cooperation, and development in the two areas and the world, thereby contributing to the Vietnamese position. Vietnam has launched 10 initiatives and co-authored 15 others. 14 of these initiatives have been carried out. Its primary focus areas are culture, health, transportation, energy security, food safety, climate change, science and technology, tourism, and the economy. 3. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF. UNICEF, which is a relief fund, was founded by the United Nations General Assembly in 1946. It is a United Nations affiliated international organization. The goal is to protect and serve the needs of the world's children for survival, existence, and development. UNICEF Vietnam is one of 190 United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund offices worldwide and is part of the United Nations in Vietnam. It cooperates closely with the other United Nations organizations in Vietnam. In the last 4 decades, Vietnam has made significant progress for children. Today, almost all children went to school and were well cared for. High immunization rates aid in eradicating polio and tetanus in mothers and newborn babies in Vietnam. Vietnam's polio and hepatitis B vaccination rates are also increasing. Vietnam's commitments about children's rights and Vietnamese actions help the majority of Vietnamese children have strong development and a stable and bright future, said Mr. Daniel Toole, UNICEF Regional Director for East Asia and the Pacific. SMEC went through some remarkable international organizations, as well as the relationship and development of Vietnam when joining these organizations. We hope you will understand the country's integration to cultivate and foster yourself, contributing to the country's renovation and development. Thank you very much for watching. Have a productive and enjoyable week of learning and working.